What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, I hope you're all well. Today we're looking at Bitcoin, first of all on the weekly time frame, then we'll go to the daily. If we start to zoom out, it does look like our W pattern is forming. We called it ever since the low. As we said, once our target had been met, our 6K target had been met, we were expecting a pattern in the opposite direction to form. That could have been an inverse head and shoulders or a double bottom, and we've actually got both of them on the chart. The inverse head and shoulders being this left shoulder, head and right shoulder. But if we just take it from the low, this is one bottom, and you've had a second attempt at breaking below it, but with a failure of doing so. So you've held a support twice essentially. Now let's break this neckline and we'll validate this double bottom with a weekly close above 24,336. There is a technical target for that. We'll get into that later on in the video. It is going to be just around 30,000. We have gone through it before in the past, but the reason why we're on the weekly time frame is because it looks like we're about to touch the 20. The 20 is in a key location because we've been talking about this location on the channel the past few weeks. In around 22K over here. We'll show the drawings in a second, but yeah. It looks like we're needing this retest of the 20, as the last time we touched the 20 EMA was back in April. So yeah, ever since peaking over here, look how far away the 20 EMA was. As we've gone sideways, the 20 EMA has creeped up essentially. So if we were to reject it, if we were to run into it and fail to close above this on the weekly time frame, it's a signal that we should lose this low. However, that's not... even if you're bullish, you need to realize you need to get rejected here at first to come down, but hold the low, hold these lows, this low and the higher low, and then we should go ahead and break it. We'll discuss this more on the daily time frame, but I just wanted to show you the weekly, showing you that we're getting pulled to this like a magnet. We've already been discussing that on the channel just throughout the daily time frame, but it's a lot clearer on the weekly as we zoom out more. Even more interesting is when we bottomed out here, when I told you on that specific date. If you don't believe that, head over to my channel page, the home page, and the video will just start playing of the 18th of June when this came in. But yeah, you can see the price was 35,000 of the 20 EMA. Now it's at 22,000. So it's dropped a lot, guys. Over around 13,000 it's dropped. So absolutely crazy. And the only way that was possible was for Bitcoin to go sideways. Now, of course, that does not mean downtrend. If you lose the low, that's a downtrend. But as long as you're holding the higher low, and that's on the daily time frame at 18.6K over here, you're not continuing this downtrend. Now, if we go back to the weekly, you see we've been talking about this level for a long time on the channel, this golden area over here where we had the magnet. So if we just zoom out, this is where we're getting pulled towards, as I explained in the last update with the Fibonacci's, because some people in the comments were getting quite confused. They were saying where this golden pocket is incorrect, and I just showed that. At first, if we're measuring this move to the upside, you shouldn't go down because you're meant to hold the golden pocket, and the golden pocket would be between 21K and the 618 at 20.1K. And so that would have been in and around here. So right there, we should have held it to continue up, essentially. But because we lost it, we should go to the bottom over here and lose the bottom and go to 14K. But you didn't lose the bottom. So the bearish scenario did not play out. Now we need to reclaim this zone, essentially. And of course, not lose the higher low and then reclaim this zone. So you had multiple chances of losing that low. You reclaimed this box, but you couldn't hold above it. So that gives us another chance of losing the low, which we failed to. Look, we rejected this box again, came back down, but we did not lose this original low. And then, yeah, we broke out of the box. Look, we're finding support within the box on the daily bullish cross. And look, we're just trying to fight and find support. Just basically need to hold this bullish cross. Just keep following these EMAs now. Basically, Bitcoin's in a daily uptrend. It means that we should see the continuation in the alts, as long as with alts going up as well as Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin is above this 55 daily EMA, which is the orange EMA. Okay, so where I'm expecting continuation is as long as this holds. So it looks like we're trying to come down to here and retest these EMAs. So if they do hold, we're going to, of course, continue to this gold pocket as we've been calling. Now, This is a different gold pocket. Remember, what should have happened in this area, which was the old golden pocket over here, which we're finally supporting now, what should have happened is push, exhaust into this zone, and then go up like that. You should not have gone below. By going below, this was the case that should have happened. But we didn't lose that 17K, 17.5K, the lowest point of the range. And so that was not able to happen. So essentially, if we lose that low, we know these are your targets, but that hasn't happened. So we need to get rid of these and get the new fibs. And so we can see that we're heading towards this gold point. Essentially, if we're breaking above this, we're going to the top, and we're going to try and break the top, which is validating this double bottom. But we also know we're going up here anyway, because when we broke above this red line, we validated this inverse head and shoulders over here. Now, back then on the channel, I think it was ever since this point over here, when we had 18.6K and this lower high over here, we were able to draw this descending triangle. And once we started continuously holding this bottom over here, then we could actually recognize that was an inverse head and shoulders, but also because you held this bottom here or support twice, it could also be a double bottom if you're breaking above this. So we came into that apex and we knew that the break was going to the downside or to the upside of this bearish and bullish pattern was going to be before the 1st of November, and it happened on the 23rd of October. So with that, you invalidated the bearish side, and because you broke out of the bullish pattern, that means our target, if we measure from here, let's get that correct, from there to the neckline or whatever you want to call it, and wherever you break out, that's your target. So literally 30,000, basically this key resistance over here, in and around here. But there's too much on the chart at the moment. Let's go bit by bit when we're up there. But yeah, essentially, if we zoom back in now, I need to get you the new golden pocket from the top. Because we know we're on our way up there, I need to get you fib targets to the upside. What may not allow us to get up there is where we're getting pulled towards. So even if you're bullish, you need to realize, yes, we're on a target to 30,000. We've just added the fibs as confluence because we know this is a key resistance ever since we bottomed out here. Look where we found our first reaction right there. You bottomed out, reaction there, here as well. Support, resistance. So this is like a magnet, guys. If you're holding the bottom, you get pulled to this magnet. But again, look, you get rejected at this point. So that's why on the weekly time frame, I was telling you, we're going to get pulled towards this 20 weekly EMA. And if we close below it, which really you should do that first to show this is a key resistance on the weekly time frame, before the weekly close, let's say during the week we're above this, by the end of the week you'll close below, because it needs to show you need to understand that this is a key resistance. And so that signal is to lose the low, as we said earlier on in the video. But we believe that we'll find a higher low as long as we're above 18.6K and the 2017 high will eventually continue. So let's say something like this were to happen, where we go above but then we fall back under like a wick and we close below. Essentially that means you want to start your journey to lose the low. We don't believe that will happen. Hopefully we can find some support around here, but worst case is you're going to come back into this green box. We want to hold the outside of it this time. We want to hold the outside, not come inside. If we close under this, then we're going back down to here. And if we close under 18.6K, that's the signal we're going lower. But as long as we don't do that, as long as we find support, if we get rejected here on the weekly time frame, as long as we find support on this green box, then yeah, we'll continue to the upside. We'll actually break this 20 weekly EMA. On the daily time frame, this will be a lot clearer, because we'll just be following it day by day on the channel. So make sure you're a subscriber. Thank you guys so much for 4K subscribers. I really do appreciate it. A year ago to date, we only had 200 subscribers, so it means the world to me. Make sure to check out the channel memberships if you do want to support the channel, but also bump up the algorithm by liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. We're now starting the journey to 5K subscribers. I would ask if you could follow my Twitter as well, Louis_crypto, as I'll be doing a giveaway for 4,000 subscribers. You just need to follow, and more details will come on yeah, on that giveaway this week. So going back to this, we're getting pulled towards this magnet. It's also the golden pocket. Remember, we're talking about the new golden pocket over here. So technically, I have to bring this gold box down. I know it's above the 618 at the moment, like that. That's how the golden pocket should be, but I want to take this into consideration here and this support over here. So I am going to leave it as it is. It is so over here, clear example of why we say we don't just want to solely rely on just one thing. For example, the Fibonacci's. Even let's say we didn't have the Fibonacci's here, I would be telling you let's wait for a daily candle close above that wick. So I'm even going to drag this gold box to that wick over there, and then I'll re-add the Fibonacci's, and we know, okay, if we're closing a daily candle above this wick here at $22,761, then we should start this pump towards 30,000. Obviously, there's going to be a key resistance at the double bottom neckline over here, over there, at around 24.5k. Oh, my mistake. About 24.5k. But yeah, once we're clearing this one fib level, the 1618 is your target. You can see just before the 1618, we've got this key 2021 low over here, this key support zone. Okay, just like this zone down here, we've got a zone of support. More specific point is that line, just like these two more specific points over here. We know if we're holding the bottom, we're going back to the top. If we break above the top, we should hold it as support and continue up, basically. So for example, here we were holding it as support, you fell back under, you hit the support below, you reclaimed it and hit it as support there. So you went under and reclaimed it as support there. So whenever, yeah, it's just a zone essentially, but also this is a key resistance point, but also that top bit there around 30,000. Let's just use the psychological level. So I'm going to take it up a little bit to 30,000 exactly and put a horizontal line. You can do that as well on your chart. So yeah, this is going to be a key resistance going forward, and it actually has never been tested as resistance. So when we do come into it, that's what I'm expecting, a rejection, and the bear's going to say from here or in around here, that's when we're going to go lower. But again, we just need to find support in and around this area. And as long as you're above 18.6k, Bitcoin should continue. So even if you fall from 30k to 18.6k, technically it's bullish. So that's pretty much it. Let's get this video over to 100 likes. If you want me to help you one-on-one, I have had some people messaging me in the last few days saying, Lou, do you have a discount at the moment? I have over 50% off. I've also had the same people saying, I've been trying to trade for the last 2 years, been in crypto for 2 years, but I just had enough. I just want to learn it. I just want to have something that gives me all the information in one place. And that's what I can provide for you. Whether you want to do the video course that teaches you from zero knowledge into a self-sufficient trader, that just means being able to read the charts completely by yourself. You won't need someone to rely on. I have a video course that will take you from zero knowledge to that, and that's at a 50% discount. But if you also want my one-to-one help through video calls, like over 10 lessons, over 10 hours worth of video calls with me, then I will help you as well through the mentorship. That's all over on my Twitter. Make sure you're following that anyway for this giveaway. We're trying to hit 1.5k followers there. The road to 5k over here. I do appreciate if you could share the channel and these videos to help grow the channel as well. The liking is the least you guys could do. So thank you guys again. Go head over to my Twitter if you're interested, Louis_crypto, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Bitcoin update. Cheers.